Hey, you all. Rachel Wiggum, Triple Diamond with It Works Global. Okay, so I need to make a video about how you decide who you're going to build when you're running in this business. Very important. This video is very important. And I actually have a lot of one-on-one conversations with you guys about how to decide who you're going to build. So I thought I'd make a video which can kind of be used as a reference for you. We don't build our friends. We don't build our family. I mean, it'd be nice to build them. The only person that you're really absolutely going to build is if you're running more than one business. So for instance, my husband is also in the business. I brought him in with me when I started. He was my boyfriend back then, but I was going to build him. So that was always going to be my first option because I was operating two businesses. So when I went Ruby, he was my executive, of course, because I brought in the two distributors underneath him. So I placed them underneath him to make him go Ruby. The two distributors that were placed underneath him were my distributors. And so since I was the one building, bringing in the distributors, I built him. I decided. But if it's not your spouse, how do you decide? I always say build your spouse first. If you're bringing in distributors like that, build your spouse because that's two checks. Now, from there, how do you decide who you're going to build? I look for certain characteristics. So you can't build somebody because they need it. Just doesn't work like that. Just doesn't. Everybody needs it. But just because they need it doesn't mean they're willing to work for it. So my philosophy is actions speak louder than words. If they are talking good talk, but their actions, they're not doing anything, I'd rather you do something than talk to me. I'm over words. Words mean nothing to me. It's your actions that show me that you're running with me. I run with my runners. I walk with my walkers, and I don't sit with anybody. You want to sit, you sit by yourself. So the way that you choose is if they're running, you're going to run with them. So if somebody happens to be in your front line, so in order to go diamond, you need 5 in your front line. If somebody is, I'm trying to see if I had a chart somewhere around here, but I don't. If somebody is in one of your 5, and in order to go diamond, you need an emerald and a ruby and 3 qualified legs. So out of these 5, if one of them is your husband, you're going to want your husband to be your ruby or your emerald because you're building. So you're going to build your husband. But how do you decide out of those other 4 who you're running with? It's the person who is bringing in loyal customers, the person who is bringing in distributors, the person who's going to help you build. So if they're bringing in one distributor, you're going to place a distributor underneath them and help them out. It's almost like you're matching. You're working together. If somebody is not bringing in something, then you're going to walk with them. You're going to walk with them. And as you're building, so once you get to diamond and you have this emerald and this ruby, and then you get to double diamond, which is building that emerald to a diamond and then the ruby to an emerald. Now you have to start working on these other 3 in your front line. Say, for instance, you have more than 3 in your front line. Whoever has distributors and has been building, that's the person that you're going to help build to diamond for your promotion to triple diamond. Because to be a triple diamond, you have to have 2 diamonds and a double diamond. So hopefully your husband is that double diamond. But if not, you're going to run with whoever's running. That's how you do it. And sometimes it happens when people come in and they're that 5th leg. And eventually when you're going to ambassador diamond, you need everybody in your front line to be promoted because you need a double diamond, a triple diamond, and a presidential diamond. And if you guys don't know anything about charts, this sounds like jargon. It sounds crazy. So you have to look at something different. But the way you look at how to build is based on where they're placed. It just happens that people come in and they're in the right place for you and they're running, and so you run with them because we do strategically place our boxes. So if they're not in the right place right now, you can't focus on that person. You can encourage them, you can give them the tools, but you're not going to place your distributor over there because it doesn't make sense for your chart. So everybody has to be mindful of that. Please don't come into this business and think that people build their friends. No, they're going to build who's running. They're going to help the people who want to be helped, the people who are running. I don't care if you're my best friend. If you're over here and you can't even get a loyal customer, you're not sending messages, you don't post to your page, I'm not building you. I'm not placing a distributor underneath you. How in the world are you going to teach that distributor to be a good distributor and lead somebody else? How are you going to tell them what to do and you're not doing it? Actions speak louder than words. So if somebody comes in and they're running, you're going to run with them. So don't get in your feelings when somebody is not building you. First of all, somebody shouldn't be building you anyway. Nobody has ever given me a distributor, ever. Ever. I've been in this business almost 2 years and no one has ever given me a distributor or a loyal customer. Fortunately, I'm just a loving type person and I want all my team to succeed. So I give away loyal customers and I give away distributors because I want everybody to build, because if everybody's building, that builds me. And so it's like we're all a big happy family. But don't expect a handout. Go get your own distributor. Send your messages and you get people to sign on with you. Come on. That is not what this is about. The name of the game is not hand-me-downs, like you have your hand out. The name of the business is for you to learn how to work your business and for us to all help each other. That's the name of the game. So how do you decide? You run with who's running. If they're running, if they're posting, if they're trying their hardest, if they're bringing in loyal customers, if they have potential distributors, if they're signing on distributors, run with them. Run with them. There'll be awesome mentor for your distributor that's coming in. And as they grow, you grow, and they all grow together. And they're going to be able to give that distributor tools so that they can flourish and be successful. So just keep this all in mind, man. Like, this business is so fun, but don't take it personally. Like, this is business. Emotions don't make money. They don't. Now, I will tell you that the more you care about other people and the more you pour into other people, it definitely helps you, because we are people and we're like a big family and you have to care. So it's not just all strategic, but at the end of the day, like, don't get in your feelings, please. Please don't get your feelings. It's going to just stunt your growth. And that's another thing. Make sure that you are personally developing. And if that person is not personally developing, if they have not read Grow Pro, if you haven't read Grow Pro, you need to read Grow Pro ASAP. But let me show you. I got the book right here. Read it. Read the book. It's not long. It's not long at all. Read it. But you should also be reading other books. Like, I just ordered 2 new books yesterday. You want to grow. You want to personally develop. You want to become better. How can you help people and you're not even helping yourself? Help yourself. And if you're placing people under people who are not growing, how are they going to help your team grow? They can't. So just be mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful. I hope that helps. That's how you learn. That's how you pick who to run with. Run with who's running, and your time will come. So just be ready. Don't look at somebody else's journey. Look at your own. Look at your own and know that in due time, God is going to work it out for you.